took about 10 steps. And with water, not by myself. I felt like $1 million.
That's awesome.
Because it was light. That brace is heavy.
Yeah, the brace is, I know it's a pain in the butt. The brace is a pain in the butt, I get it. It's important. How's this?
How long do I got? When's that thing get to come off?
Well, you know, it's a good question.
That's what I want to hear. That's what I'm here for. When's that thing get at least part of the time.
Yeah. So you're using it all the time right now, right?
Yeah. Now, I'm going to be honest with you, the last couple of weeks it has not been locked that much at night, and I'll tell you why. I've got a really bad back problem at the moment, which I seen the doctor for yesterday.
Yeah.
I got to have an epidural put in there for that.
This is stretching out nice.
Yeah.
This is really good.
She gave me paperwork. She wants to know when she can go beyond 0 with my ankle.
Oh, anytime. I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, that's nothing. I don't even...
Good. You don't even feel that, huh?
No.
Great. So how many weeks has it been now since surgery?
6. This is the 6th.
It is
Friday
6, huh?
will be the 6th. Today's Wednesday, so it's not 6 until Friday.
So here's what I would say in terms of the brace. You don't need the brace for the hip anymore. The focus is really on the knee and the ankle. All right. The X-rays look good in terms of the bone healing up in the femur. Looks great.
Good.
You're making it fantastic. You can put full weight on it. I mean, this is, you can see how much new bone is forming right here. That's all new callus. It's great. It looks excellent. Okay, so that's not a problem at all. Yeah, that looks great. This, I think what I would do is I would actually get you a different brace.
Oh. Now they give me that knee one, remember? You seen me in the hallway.
Yeah.
Before they put that honker
That one,
on.
Yeah.
How about that? Or is that not going to
What I would probably do is...
I still have that sitting at home, sitting up against
So the idea behind the brace, what I would do now, normally is I would say let's brace you at nighttime. Because what I worry about at night is this thing bending up at night and then getting stiff during the night.
And I do that.
He sleeps like that.
Not on purpose.
Of course, no, everybody does. That's not you. Everybody sleeps with their knees bent, right? So the idea behind the brace would be to try to keep it straight at night. So the progress you make during the day with PT and with walking, you don't lose at night. Because if you spend 12 hours, like, actually 16 hours working to straighten it out, and then 8 hours at night like this, it's 2 steps forward and 1 step back, literally. So that's why you don't need a brace during the day anymore, that's for sure. But I would get you I'd get you a different type of brace. Have you ever had what they call a ground reaction force, AFO?
I'd have to see it.
Okay, it's like a brace that has it's a brace that sort of has a pad it's a plastic thing that has a pad in the front and it comes around to the bottom. It's thin, it's that material, but it's thin, so it fits inside a shoe.
It's not 50 pounds like that?
No, it's not 50 pounds like that. It doesn't look like some ancient torture device. And what it does is when you take a step, it actually pushes. So when you push, it actually pushes your knee back. It helps to lock your knee out. All right? And that's why I would suggest that, because that's what you need is a little bit of assistance keeping this thing straight all the time.
And
but yeah, no, otherwise
I need to
everything
get my
good.
back healthy too. Like I said, that's not nothing to do with the surgery. That was a precondition before. And it was hurting me because I'd lock it at night. I'd try to sit up, I'd try to lay flat, and that back just, I don't know why, if it's the way I'm laying. Even therapy, it's bugging, but what they've been doing at therapy is put ice on it. And when they do the Thomas stretch where they pull my leg down, they put the ice on because it's really
It hurts. That hurts, yeah.
But in terms of pain from that,
can you lift your knee? Oh, okay.
in terms of the surgery pain, I don't have
surgical pain is gone. Yeah, no, but that's good. I mean, I'm happy to hear that. Like I said, the X-rays look fantastic. Here, you have the nail's bigger than it looks. You can't see it in here. You see the screws that are here, but
I feel it occasionally.
Yeah, you might feel the screws on the tip here. You might actually feel that.
I do. Sometimes if I overturn or something.
You might feel it because you see how they stick out just a little bit on the outside of the bone here? They have to, they have to capture the bone here. So sometimes the muscle that is right on the outside here can get irritated a little bit by it. As we talked about, sometimes it's the reason we take these things out in the future once things are healed. But again, the future being a year from now. We want to make sure that this bone is solid before we go taking out this rod. Now you can see this bone here. Here's the crack. You can see it less than you could in the last set. Here, all of this is new bone that your body's forming right here and here to heal that fracture, which is what we expect. We look at a side view, same thing. You can sort of zoom in. Here's the crack. Harder to see it, but there it is. There's all the new bone right there.
So based on that, how much longer do you think that would take to get?
The whole process takes healing completely takes about 4 to 6 months. It's just a big bone.
Oh, I thought you said 6 to 12 weeks originally.
No.
I'm all excited. I'm like, this is 6 weeks.
But it is solid now. You could put full weight on it at this point. All right, it's more than solid enough. But I'm saying for the point, when
Yeah.
if you look back in a year, you won't even be able to tell where it was broken. Because you'll see a smooth bone on both sides, you won't see that crack anymore completely. That will take about 6 months.
Alright.
But for it to be solid enough, you know, if you had fallen down and cracked your femur, and I put a nail in and it looked like this, I'd say you can go ahead and put full weight on it right now. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
All right. So that's sort of where it is. This is ready to take on full weight, no problems. How much of the walker are you using?
All of it.
All the time?
They told me I have to use it.
Okay. So you can now start to transition off of it.
Oh, everybody hear that? Life is coming back.
Life is coming back. You can definitely start to transition off of it. Like I said, we'll get you the new type of brace for your ankle, which is going to help out with your knee.
Now, is that something you guys get here, or do I have to go back to where I got that? And
Those guys, yeah.
So do I go there?
You can. Probably the best thing is to contact them and see where it's easier for you guys to meet up with them. To be honest with you.
Okay, another question that I had just personally for me.
Yeah.
I love coming here, but I want to investigate getting therapy closer to home.
That's fine.
It's a lot of hours, it's a lot of time.
Yeah.
She's trying to keep a full-time job and run me here every day.
That's fine.
Yvette says that we're really getting to the strengthening point,
Yeah.
which she felt once we got there,
You could do
that
somewhere
any
else.
physical therapist really
Yeah,
could.
I agree. I agree. I think you're at the point. I'm not worried that someone's going to injure you or break something or do something bad.
Well, I agreed that I wanted to do it for a while
Yeah.
during the important stages, fresh out, but
Yeah.
if we're getting to just the strengthening, if we get to that point, then I can look elsewhere, closer. They just opened a brand new hospital literally in the last month.
Where?
In Tradition.
Oh, really?
In Port St. Lucie, brand new, top of the art hospital, supposedly that has a PT attached to them.
Good.
I'd like to call and just see, and they said they would do a video down there.
Great.
You know, so whatever they have,
Exactly
any
right.
questions that they have, they can always call or look at the video.
Yeah, no, we do this kind of thing all the time.
It's just a lot of running back and forth, so
It
if,
is.
if I'm at that point, I'd like to do that. And then I'd come
Fine.
see you however.
Well, that was the other thing I was going to say. At this point, considering how well things are going, we can definitely space out the visits much more than we had before. In fact, from now, I would say I'd like to see you back in 6 weeks from now.
So that'd be like the end of April.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Okay.
February, March,
So-
yeah, towards the end of April, exactly right.
With that new brace, he can wear regular shoes?
He should be able to slip into a pair of regular shoes, yeah.
Do you have a recommendation of what kind of shoe that you want him in? Something with a higher top to protect
this
his
okay?
ankle?
That's
or
good, I like these, yeah.
Something like
that
that.
provides some, yeah, exactly
I've
right.
always had doctors all through my life have said wear high tops. They
Yeah, I
never
think
want-
that's
they
a
never
good
want me to
idea.
wear flat shoes
Okay.
even before.
And there was something else I was going to
Yeah,
ask.
there's a bunch.
Your leg still doesn't have as much hair as the other side, does it?
Now I'm drawing a blanket. All these questions, you're gonna step in here and I forget everything.
Of course.
Well, if he's not using the walker, do you want him to use a cane or something just to
Yeah,
stabilize
usually
himself?
we'll transition. Usually I'm going to write on the script, have them transition from the walker to a cane or crutch, whatever you feel more comfortable using.
Okay.
And then from the crutch or the cane to nothing. So that's going to be up to you
And
and the
that's like another
therapist.
6 weeks away or something.
Well, no, that's as fast as you can do it. Fast.
I've almost felt like I've been overwalking some too.
Well,
just 'cause I've
If you
kinda-
have, you haven't
kinda-
done any damage.
I've kind of created my own freedom with that. I've been doing a lot of walking.
You
I
haven't
get
done
sick
any
of stuff
damage.
too.
Trust me. You have no, whatever you've done, you haven't done any damage at this point, unless you, God forbid, something terrible happened. Like
I
a
fell
car
twice.
accident. Nothing's gonna happen.
About 2 weeks ago.
A couple
I
weeks
seen
ago.
Servando after that.
Yeah, he mentioned it to me.
But yeah, it was only because I was locking the brace during the day too, and I don't like doing that because that's when I walk the most. And see, that thing locks up. Like what happened was I tripped on the leg of that. I tried
Yeah.
to get up, and when it's out like this, I can't get it past the leg. So I stood up and I tripped myself, and then the walker tipped over, and I went head over heels. And I'm like, oh, and she wasn't there. Of course, it's the one day.
One time I leave him alone.
One day I'm home alone, I go head over heels. I'm on the floor trying to get up, and boy, was that an adventure. But yeah, those were the main things.
Yeah,
Brace,
no,
if I can at least lose it during the day, lose some of that weight, because I'm telling you.
Yeah, no, I believe
I
it.
felt it
So
when I
this
wake
one
up.
is going to be much lighter. The one I'm gonna write you for is much lighter than that one. What I would do is at night you have the regular knee brace still, right?
The one that I originally had? Yeah.
Use that for the nighttime instead of that.
Oh man, this is getting better. Everybody
All right.
hear that?
So you can use that at night to keep your knee straight at nighttime.
Yeah,
All right,
that
and I would do
helps me
that
sleep
for
a
the
lot
next
better.
6 weeks till we see each other, and we'll see how we go from there.
All right.
All right.